Move, breathe and flow starting very shortly. Just going to wait for a few people to connect. If anyone caught the Alien Disco workout, I hope everyone enjoyed it. So the move, breathe and flow class is for more for adults or for kids who think that they're grown up, obviously with parental guidance and supervision, of course. But all the movements are designed to be safe anyway, and it's always about sort of moving in your own comfort zone. So I'm Rory Lemonade, osteopath, and I hope you've had the time to watch my online workshop that's free on YouTube at the moment. If not, then please take the time to have a look at this, because everything will make a bit more sense. And the theory really informs the practice. So if you're sort of aiming to maintain your health, then it's really worth looking at that material first. But, you know, it's all sort of safe and fun movement. As with the Alien Disco workout, please make sure you have enough space to move and swing your arms. And we're going to do maybe some jumping as well, but it doesn't have to be jumping high. But just make sure you've got enough space. Watch out for corners and other beings of any kind. And it starts off gentle and can be as vigorous as you like as we go into the more upbeat stuff. But again, just go as gentle or as vigorous as you feel. This routine is a simple taster of what's possible with lymphatic health exercise techniques. Most of the movements are found in other movement practices anyway. There's nothing really new. Again, it's about the context of it all, which helps the motivation to move and breathe and be mindful. So I'll say this many times, none of these movements aim to address aches, pains or fatigue or issues with sleep or things like this. These are all symptoms that if you're worried about or don't understand or want to look into, then you can get consulted with an osteopath. They're doing a lot of online telephone consultation right now to help out in this situation. Because there's obviously a lack of hands-on at the moment. So it would be really interesting to know if you have any noticeable effects after doing these kind of movements, either instantly or accumulatively if you're joining consistently throughout this series. One thing to bear in mind is that with the breathing it's important to try and be nasal, which inspires breathing down into your belly, and try to control it as slowly as possible. So just go a little bit longer and a little bit longer in the in-breath and the out-breath where possible. And finally, don't do anything that doesn't feel comfortable or good. If you have an ache or a pain and you're not affecting it by any movement, then that's probably fine. It's just a case of just making sure that you're not turning any stiffness or pain as you're moving, and if that's the case, then it's probably really worthwhile looking into seeing having some coaching with an osteopath at this time, because it can potentially really help depending on what's going on. So let's start off with, let's just tap the body. So we're just going to do light, loose, heavy wrists all around chest here, on the ribs. Vibration gets really into the bone to help the bone metabolize too. So we can massage ourselves and press deep into muscle, and it can only go so far. Vibration really gets through all the way through the tissues, so it's really good for lymphatic drainage, and it's good for your body and your metabolic health. So get some of that exchange going on into the blood. Tap around the arms, tap into the buttocks. If you lean backwards, the muscles will turn off because of gravity not necessarily pulling it anymore. If you lean forwards, they'll tighten up. You get different areas of the muscle bulk by going into and with different tensions. So play around with that. The same for the lower back. Just use the back of the wrist there. Heavy, loose arms, stay relaxed. And where possible, when you're going into emotional movement, just go back to your breath and breathe in slowly. Breathe out through the nose, nice and slowly. Let's tap the legs. Feet. Head. Here we have a face. Tap on the jaw. Do anything that feels good. As I said before. So let's shake off, shake the feet. We're shaking water off the ends of our toes. We're shaking water off the ends of our wrists. Flick. Nice, good shake. And go into more of a rhythmic bob now. So we're bouncing and we're letting ourselves jog, drop, but bounce back up again. So bounce, bounce. It's about relaxing all the muscles at the same time. Only use the muscles you need to use. When you turn your muscles off and they get movement, it helps them to drain and get that fresh blood in, fresh blood out, fresh old blood out. Here. So we've done some bobbing. Let's do some more, if it's okay to, do some more vigorous bobbing. And we can hum at the same time, which will create nitric oxide into the nasal cavities, which is a great chemical we want to get back into the lungs again. It happens a lot when we're sleeping, unless we fall asleep with our mouth open. And then therefore we lose some of that. So that's why it's important to be breathing through the nose as well. So breathing in. Breathing out. In, slowly, out. The slow breathing helps keep the nervous system calm and relaxed as well. And the there's a whole mindfulness process of listening to the humming as well at the same time. So these are all good techniques for helping to calm down and relax. Now we've got some blood flow going. Let's just drop into a standing meditation and notice ourselves for a moment. So just dropping the knees slightly. It's not like this to hold ourselves so we've got a lot of muscle tension. It's just literally just unlocking our knees by millimeters, just to keep them unlocked. Let the shoulders come up, round and down, and relax, and let them hang. If they roll forwards again, that's fine. We're not holding ourselves. We're just bringing our shoulders back to straighten our spine as much as possible, and then relax. Let the chin tilt slightly. Just open up the joints at the back, and let it all hang. Breathing in slowly now. Breathing out. Go at your own rhythm. Find your rhythm. Slow it down. You might notice sort of energy flow in the body, sort of blood flow, whatever you want to call it. There's different, a lot of different cultures talk about different things that they're experiencing. They're all different words for the same thing. You can be mindful of your energy, for instance. So now we're going to go into more of a what I call the heart breath sequence in Qigong, but it's basically about breathing in and moving your arms up, breathing out, and you can sink slowly down into your knees and then around and down. So it's a breathing in with the hands up. And out. Full body motion, but relaxed. Breathing in. Slowly straightening up. And breathing out and dropping. This is just obviously a taster of anything you could do. You can do whatever you like for as long as you like in your own time. And little often is useful. Or long often, but we often don't have time for that. So let's do the ball technique. So we're just going to drop down and we're going to twist, keeping the eyes of our pelvis straight. And we're going to twist through our back. Just let everything hang. Don't push into anything. Breathing in as you go that way. Breathing out. And then breathing in as we twist this way. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more time. Remember to drop and relax your muscles where possible. Don't push into anything. Stay in your pain-free, ache-free range. Now we're going to get into a bit more pumping movements. This is the lymphatic sort of element to everything. So we're going to bounce and do that bobbing technique again. We're just going to swing the arms up a bit. There's big pumps in the shoulders and big pumps in the calves. Back to the breath. Go at your own rhythm. If you feel like you want to do small and fast, or small and slow, or wide and slow, it's not recommended to do wide and fast because we can push into joints too fast. So usually, so it's either long and slow or short range and fast. That you can play around with those parameters. And out. Let all your muscles go. This is where we get nice lymphatic flow going with the muscles relaxed. Right, we're going to do calf pumps now. So if you don't have a surface to lean against, just come up and come down with as much sort of squeezing the calf as you bring it up, and then stretching it as you come down. You could lean forward slightly where possible. So it's really draining and getting not just lymph but blood flow up, taking the pressure off the heart here. And if you do have a surface, just come to it and you'll get a deeper stretch. Don't stretch too deeply into anything. Find out where it naturally wants to stop and then pump into that end range of it naturally stopping. Once you feel like it's warmed up, you could go a little bit deeper, then that's fine. Things will change as you go along. So your range will change as you go along. Do what's comfortable. We can do push-ups if we're strong, feeling strong or used to it. Again, we can do push-offs off the wall as well. The closer you are to the wall, the easier it is, but you're still getting the pumping motion. The pumping motion is the thing that's important in lymphatic movement. The more you go, the more you'll start to really work those muscles, getting things in and out of them, and developing strength too. So you can work on your gradient and get stronger and stronger with it over time. Let's do some shoulder pumps. So we're just gonna do a little bit of bouncing again if we want. getting those shoulder blades to squeeze back and come forwards and glide forwards and backwards. And cross over one elbow and then the other. Back to the breath. I'm using humming as an example here and there just to show that it's a long breath out. But it's also good to hum. Next we're going to do some spinal dances. These are the fun ones. So we're going to create Mr. Bean at the disco, if you like. First of all, by putting our hands on our hips or on our pelvic bones. And we're going to tilt forwards and backwards. If it's difficult to know where those muscles are, then just turn, physically turn to feel your thumbs going down and your fingers going up, and then vice versa. Just you actually physically turn the muscles, then notice what it feels like, and then start to get it moving. Don't push too far to the end range. It's about pumping, it's not about stretching too much. Just relax. Once you've got the motion, you can start to bring in that shoulder pump we just did. You could tilt the head down to create the C-shaped spine, S-shaped spine, C-shape, S-shape. Relax. Just get it moving. Enjoy the movement. Back to the breath. Sometimes humming is great. Sometimes it's going to distract you from feeling what's going on in your body. So it's all about doing what works and trying things out, trying variety. Next we've got the disco hips. So we're going to get the hips moving like this, unlocking and locking the knees. Start to do a bit of a robot walk, reach up, relaxed stretch, relaxed pumping. Not too much. Reaching up, reaching out. Reaching down. Reaching across and out. Reaching backwards. Whatever it takes to do more of it is good. Football. Keep the hips going. Kylie. Do what works to make it fun. This one's the fireworks. Okay, so we've got cross threading. So we're going to do a bit of marching on the spot now. March on the spot. Twist over the knee that's coming up. Nice pumping. Relax. Once you've got the motion, it's about relaxing the muscles. Tap the feet, tap the feet, tap the feet. And reach up a little bit. Reaching up away from the foot that's tapping across. Don't push too hard at all. Stay relaxed. Next, these are the vigorous ones. Again, go as vigorous as you like. You can do small range. Just be really small. If you don't like star jumps, for instance, we're going to do star pumps as well. So you can come down and reach up, drop down, reach up, drop down, reach up, push up onto tiptoe if you can. Balance and work on your balance. Trick is not to try and balance. Just keep relaxed and moving. With balance. Now for those that can do it, we'll just go more star jump. But this is a twitch. It's a twitch. It's not jumping as high as you can. And a good thing to try and do is not to make sound on landing. but stay relaxed. Back to the breath for all that. When the heart rate's going up, calm it back down again. Breathe in slowly, breathe out slowly. This one's another pumping, fast pumping one. It's the spotty dog. So hands on hips, just to balance yourself if necessary. Alternating feet forwards, pumping. Relax, breathe slow. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Go nice and slow with your breath and let it calm down naturally. Super brain yoga squats. This one's very strong, so just try one if you haven't tried it before. We're just going to basically see where we can go with a squat first. Then we're going to bring hands over and not let our hands come up as we go like that. Keep the pressure in, but relax. It's just about keeping the arms in. You're going to take hold of the earlobes, pull them out and down, relaxed, and just it's going to get a lot of fluid going very, very quickly. It helps to drain the brain, helps to drain everywhere really, but because it's pressurizing, it just means that things flow faster, which is good for getting things everywhere quicker. So, breathing in. As you drop down, breathing out. See how you feel. I'm going to do 2 more, and you can try out more and just do as many as you like later on. Make sure you fully relax and breathe out afterwards. It's a very strong one, that one. You should notice your heart rate go up and a bit of an energy rush there. Next we have the arm swings. Twisting the back, drop through the knees. Let your pelvis roughly stay where it is, like you're pushing off, walking on skis a little bit. Let your hands just swing. They're not yours anymore. Just drop the hands. Let your arms flap about and start a new twist just before the hands hit you. Get into a rhythm, back to the breath, slow in through the nose and out. Again, I'm humming just to allow my breath to be slow. It's useful to hum for different reasons, and sometimes you might not want to hum. So, finally, 2 very good energy releases. Again, the breath of fire. So we're going to put our hands on our belly, and we're going to drop our knees a little bit so we've got space to move our pelvis and relax it. So then stand back up a little bit. So we've got space, we're relaxed, but we're as straight as possible without bending the knees fully back. And then we're going to tilt slightly forwards, just ease off the tension in across here with some gravity. And then we're going to suck our belly in to find out where the muscles are and relax. Suck, relax. So now you've contracted the muscles we want to contract, but we're doing it fast and then fully relaxing after each one. So, and that fires the air out of our nose because we've always got our mouth shut unless we're chewing, talking or laughing. So ready? A great fluid pump for massaging the digestive processes, getting fluid drainage of the heart and the lungs, draining the sinuses, which are therefore draining the brain, and getting flow going in one way means that it eventually has to move everywhere else. And one last trick is to let go of our negative, any stressful emotions that have been building up at all. So we're just going to do the lion's breath, which is a simple technique just to breathe in and stick our tongue out as we breathe out. Ah! 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 We'll go. Ah! Okay. I hope you enjoyed that. Like I mentioned before, this can be the tip of the iceberg in terms of what's possible in a short space of time with the lymphatic health exercise techniques and other techniques that are around. It may be all you need, but if you have plenty of healthy activities going on in your daily life, but it also doesn't fully cover the recommended daily amount of movement, which is little spurts often throughout the day. So if you think you need more motivation to move, or want to understand more about breathing and mindfulness techniques, or if you're feeling down, stressed, fatigued, or you're in pain and don't know what to do about it, or if you don't think you have enough time for exercise even, then I'm here for one-to-one consultations on this process. There's a booking button on my Facebook page, or you can send me any questions you like. And finally, information is knowledge, knowledge is understanding, understanding is power to manage your health. So please help the project survive. Donations are welcome from those that can afford. Reviews, liking and sharing for those that can and can't afford. There's feedback and questions to help improve and strengthen and develop the project. And all links are in the description of the video, coming soon on my page. See you tomorrow or next time. Take care. Bye.